Oh yeah, lots of bruises.
It gets crazy out there.
When somebody is falling, an opposing teammate.
Bumps, bruises, bleeding, broken legs, broken fingers, broken noses.
Now that we have your attention, meet the members of SIDR. Better known as Strong Island Derby Revolution, they are Suffolk County's first all-female flat-track roller derby team.
We founded based on the policy that we wanted to create another derby option here in Long Island, more focused to Suffolk County, where there's not a lot of derby going on. We saw a lot of untapped resources and we decided to dive into it.
These women have caught the roller derby bug, a sport experiencing rapid growth among women nationwide.
I love doing this. It gives me an outlet from my crazy work life, everything at home. When I come here, I put on my skates and gear. I'm happy.
I've made so many friends on this league. It's crazy. All my friends are derby people. When I'm trying to sell tickets for a bout, I'm like, I don't know who to sell them to. All my friends are on the team. We're all really close. We communicate really well. We support each other. We love each other, and that's the best part for me, because that drives me and really gets me passionate about the league.
When I first started, it was absolutely confusing. Over time, you learn that there's strategy.
Roller Derby 101. Best way to describe it, it's an hour game split into 2 periods, so there's halves. The game is played, you'll have 5 players from each team on the track at one time. 4 are blockers, 1 jammer for each team. The jammer wears a star on her helmet, and she is who scores all the points. She's the only one that can score. The blockers are basically there to sacrifice themselves for the jammer. So the blockers have to play offense and defense at the same time. The jammers have to get through the pack legally in bounds to claim status. So whoever does that first gets lead jammer. Once she gets lead jammer, she is able to call off the jam at any time by doing this with her hips and calling off the jam. Whoever has the most points wins.
Sounds easy enough, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. I joined a group lesson with some beginning cadets, or as the rest of the team would call them, fresh meat.
When they call you fresh meat, it's really intimidating.
If the term fresh meat is intimidating, then I wondered, what would actual practice be like?
Terrifying.
Got it. And to say that my skills were parallel to the women of SIDR would be a large exaggeration.
And we're not using that.
While I could stand up on my skates, I didn't know what to expect. When you first do them, it's not that easy. You gotta get used to it, you know?
After what seemed like endless attempts to master a few derby skills, I was finally able to get it rolling. With a push start.
Wow, this is no easy task, but now I'm ready to see these girls really jam.
So back to the St. James Sports Arena we went for SIDR's debut bout facing one of Connecticut's newest teams, Shoreline Roller Derby. In their highly anticipated first bout ever, the women of SIDR seemed ready, and apparently so were Long Islanders.
I was very surprised. The turnout, they have 600 people here, and if you would have asked me, I would have never thought that many people would turn out. And I know it's not all family, so these are fans.
Fans who sat ringside not only to support women playing a rather unusual sport, but to also indulge in a little bit of history.
The team's theme is 1940s pinup military. That's when women started becoming more and more involved with the military.
SIDR is rooted in Long Island's contribution to the field of aviation, perhaps why their team poster is modeled after that of Rosie the Riveter, an iconic representation of women in the military workforce.
They wanted to not only play roller derby, but they also wanted to go with charity, and they figured the best charity to do is our U.S. veterans.
Sporting their military-themed outfits, these women hit the track, and sometimes literally. In a well-fought and unusually close game, Shoreline escaped out on top, but that doesn't go without saying that all of these skaters put up a tough fight.
Baseball, football, hockey, soccer, and it's great to see a nice indoor sport like roller derby.
It's a wonderful sport. I'd love to see it pick up, move on, and become mainstream. And it's got the potential to do it.
As soon as you join, it kind of takes over your life.
SIDR!